What if I told you the highest authority in the Christian world once dug up a corpse, dressed it in sacred robes, and put it on trial? This isn't a horror movie. This is the Cadaver Synod, the most grotesque event in papal history. You're about to witness a level of madness so surreal, so disturbing, it sounds like fiction, but it's real. In 897 AD, Pope Stephen VI literally prosecuted a dead man, his predecessor Formosus. To understand this insanity, meet the two men at its center. Pope Formosus was respected but controversial, navigating the brutal politics of 9th century Rome. When he died in 896, probably thought his battles were over. Months later, Stephen VI took papal throne, and he hated Formosus with a burning obsession. The reason? Politics. Formosus had supported a rival emperor, threatening Stephen's faction. For Stephen, this wasn't just a betrayal, it was unforgivable. So, he planned his revenge beyond the grave. Stephen ordered Formosus's body, buried for 9 months, to be exhumed. The rotting corpse was hauled from the tomb and dressed in full papal vestments. The stage was set for a trial unlike anything in history. The Basilica of St. John Lateran, packed with nobles and clergy, all staring in horror as Pope Stephen screamed accusations at a decaying corpse. Formosus was charged with perjury and unlawfully claiming the papacy. A terrified deacon, hiding behind the throne, was forced to speak in the dead pope's defense. The whole court played along in terror. Witnesses were called, evidence was presented, and of course the verdict was guilty. But Stephen wasn't finished. First, he declared all of Formosus's acts as pope invalid, plunging the church into chaos. Then came the desecration. The 3 fingers Formosus used for blessings were hacked off. His body was stripped of holy robes, dressed in rags, and paraded through Rome as the mob screamed curses. Finally, it was thrown into the Tiber River, denied even a Christian burial. The horror shocked even medieval Rome. Shortly after the trial, an earthquake struck the city, which many saw as divine judgment. The backlash was swift. Stephen was arrested, imprisoned, and eventually strangled in his cell. As for Formosus, his corpse washed ashore and was secretly recovered by monks. A later pope annulled the trial, declared Formosus innocent, and gave him a proper burial, minus the fingers. The Cadaver Synod stands as a nightmarish symbol of what happens when power and hatred overrun